So ADA has continued to push to the upside, and here you can see that we ended up breaching past this key level that I set out in my previous video, where I mentioned that I was tracking the wave 3, and I was looking out for the wave 3 to reach the 1.618 level, which we ended up doing so. In actual fact, we ended up breaching past this level while at the same time breaching the local top at 86.43 cents, and that local top sits over here, which formed the wave 5, which took place back in May. And so, yeah, it looks like we are still bullish as things stand, and I'm still looking out for that continuation to the upside. And it will be interesting to see if this third wave is now complete and we see a retracement to the downside for the fourth wave and a further push to the upside to then complete this fifth wave. So if I go down to the hourly chart, what you can see is I've been tracking this 5-wave move within this third wave. And so what I'll do is check to see if this third wave is now complete, which would be a 1.618 retracement of the wave 1. So if I remove this and bring in the new fib tool, and so yeah, that 1.618 level sits at 86.95 cents, and as you can see during the time of recording, we have breached past that level. And what I'll do next is check to see if this third wave is actually complete, because it still looks like we are within this third wave. So if I remove this and bring in a new fib tool, and so yeah, here that 1.618 level sits at 93.71 cents, and so I am still looking out for a continuation to the upside to complete this internal third wave, and yeah, see a fourth wave and a fifth wave play out to then complete this third wave here. And so yeah, it looks like we are still potentially within this third wave before we see a retracement and a final push to the upside to then complete this fifth wave here. And so yeah, it will be interesting to see if we can actually reach the $1 mark. What I'll do is actually break down what's taking place within this recent move here. So if I go down to we'll start off with the 5-minute chart and see how that looks. So yeah, here we had a 5-wave move that played out for the wave 1, where there's corrective move that played out for the wave 2. So if I bring in this fib tool, so here we reached 81.69 cents. And so yeah, the local top was over here. And so of course we ended up reaching past the 1.618 level. In fact, we didn't reach that level over here. And so it's possible that this move formed the wave 1, and then we have a wave 2, and then we currently have a wave 3 that's playing out right now, and then a wave 4 and a wave 5. So if I remove this and yeah, check to see what's taking place within this recent move here, where again it looks like we have a 5-wave move that's playing out, with this being a wave 1, a wave 2, and then we have this wave 3 that's playing out also. So here you can see that the 1.618 level sits at 86.51 cents, and we ended up reaching around 86.81 cents. So let me just make sure that that's the right level. Sorry, 86.82 cents. And so if I draw this in, so we had a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like we are within this fifth wave, which would typically retrace anywhere between 1.236 to 1.618 of the wave 4. But it looks like we ended up exceeding the 1.618 level, as you can see. And so it looks like within this fifth wave, what we are forming is another 5-wave move, where this is a wave 1, a wave 2, and then we're going to have a wave 3, 4, and 5 that will also play out. And so short-term target would be the 1.618 level. So if I adjust this, in fact, if I bring this to you over here, And so yeah, short-term target will be at 89.92 cents. And so it looks like that fifth wave could actually potentially exceed this level and go towards the 90-cent mark. So if I go in the hourly chart from the time of recording, for ADA to reach the 90-cent mark, we'll be looking at a move of around 3%. And so, of course, that's doable given that we are in a bullish environment. Now, with that being said, we are within oversold conditions. And so it's possible that once this structure is now complete, to complete this third wave, we then see the bears take control of the market, and that could then play in line with this wave 4 playing out also. And if I go in the 4-hour chart, again, what you can see is we are within the overbought conditions. And so at some point, the bears could regain control of the market. I'm assuming at 90 cents there's going to be a lot of resistance. And so, yeah, there is potential for us to see that move to the downside to then complete this wave 4. And then we see that wave 5 play out in the days to come. And so, yeah, that's just my update on Cardano ADA. Hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.